Genshin Impact version 2.5 live stream just wrapped up, and within it, a bunch of information talking about new characters, returning banners, locations, activities, and so much more. This will be a general rundown of everything that happened, my excitement, and some of the key points that I really thought were very interesting. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So guys, while there were a lot of surprises in this 2.5 live stream, it really is no big surprise what the main topic was, and I'm talking about Yamiko. We knew that she was going to be arriving. This was inevitable. She's been the talk of the town for quite a while, and I think a lot of people in the community are really looking forward to their chance to wish for her. But yeah, similarly to Arataki Ito when his banner first came out, I think Yamiko was really the general purpose of this live stream. Now granted, they talked about a lot of different things, but first I wanted to talk about Yamiko. She is obviously gorgeous. She's beautiful, probably one of the most beautiful characters in Genshin Impact, and one of the things I love about her the most is her personality. As we saw in the live stream, she has a very unique fighting style. Her abilities are interesting. She looks to be an electro unit that is going to come into the game, and I gotta say, I'm excited for her. Now, will I wish for her personally? I'm not sure just because of the other banners that were revealed to be coming in the 2.5 update, but Yamiko I think is definitely someone I'm considering wishing for. Now, like I said, we'll see, but that was pretty much the big reveal for this live stream. Now, in addition to that, they talked about obviously another returning double banner that is going to be coming back with two returning characters, both being Raiden Shogun as well as Kokomi. And I don't know about you, but I've been wanting Raiden Shogun. She was one of the first banners that I saw when I came to Genshin Impact before I knew what wishing was. So I'm very excited to see her get a return after using her a couple of times in some various activities. It is without a doubt that she is one of the coolest characters I've seen in the game. Her ultimate is just absolutely insane. So I'm very much looking forward to that as well. Now, obviously the banner for Raiden Shogun and Kokomi presents another topic that I'll discuss in another video, specifically talking about the wishing system, but it looks like Raiden Shogun and Kokomi, like I said, will be getting a rerun banner, and I'm really looking forward to that. We'll definitely be going for Raiden Shogun, I think, over Kokomi, but that's only because I don't have either of them. So if I had to pick one, I'd go for Raiden Shogun. But in addition to that, like they revealed so much information, and one of the things that I think is really cool is that there's going to be a new boss that comes into play. I can't say, I wasn't able to tell if this boss was going to be specific to the Inkonomiya section. Not exactly sure, but the boss very much looks like Raiden Shogun. It very much looked like Raiden Shogun, and they didn't reveal too much about who the character was, but they did say that this is going to be, someone that you'll find out more about through a quest. So very, very cool. Looks like Raiden Shogun wielding a Susanoo from all my Naruto fans out there, but it looks really, really dope. I'm excited to see what they do with this character, with this new boss that we get to fight. And I think that'll be good. It'd be good for getting some materials. It'd be good to, have another weekly boss that you can fight. I think that's going to be good. But speaking of Inkonomiya, they had mentioned that we will be returning via, a commission by Kokomi, who wishes for us to go back down to the Inkonomiya section and handle some business there. So I'm looking forward to that. Inkonomiya was a good section. I think it's really cool. One of my personal favorites. And something, an area that I think is probably one of the best looking sections that I think MiHoYo has done. So really good looks there. So another thing that I think is really cool is obviously similar to what they did with Toma and pretty much every other new character that they introduce into the game. They highlight a little bit of their fighting style, how they progress, and how they fight, what they can do, build quality, potential, things like that. And I think like Yamiko definitely has an interesting fighting style that I think is going to prove very lethal if she's built the right way. And I always love when they showcase and highlight some of these things. It gives you a good sense of the character, their play style, if they'll fit right with your team and your build, how you like to build your characters. But I think just if we're speaking aesthetically, she is just one of the most just beautiful characters in the game. I love her. I love her, and I think she's going to provide a really nice fresh entry into the characters that we already have existing in the game. Probably a really nice 5-star, very much fits with the Inazuma theme that was in that area. So really, really cool. Next, we get to talk about the new story quest. There's going to be new story quests similarly to what we've seen in the previous, updates that we've had in the past 2.4, 2.3, so on and so forth. Like, we've had new story quests, new missions and things that we've gotten to do. I got to say, the last mission, and big event thing that we've got to do with the Lantern Rite is probably one of the most fun events that I've gotten to do. I haven't done every event in the game, but I got to say that this is probably one of my personal favorites. So it's always nice to see when new story quests come in, new events and things like that. I think they're going to be a lot of fun. One new event in particular I want to talk about is the coffee activity that you get to do. This gave me very strong Animal Crossing vibes. If you know about Blathers, you know exactly what I'm talking about, where you get to make drinks and create your own caffeinated concoctions. And I don't know, something about this seems different than what we normally do. I enjoy the fighting stuff in Genshin, but I also really love the cooking and being able to go out and create these interesting different experiments and things. I think that's a lot of fun, so I'm really excited for this. I don't know, I'm sure it's going to be an opportunity to gain some new primos, maybe gain some leveling up books and other materials that you'll be able to use to level up your characters and items. So I'm really excited about this. I think it's gonna, it's interesting that they showcase this. It's called Of Drink a Dreaming. Like I said, it's going to give you a chance to get some primos, get some gems, and it'll probably be pretty simple. So definitely something that you would want to keep up with and just participate in, just to get some free loot. And then they went on to show us this really dope animation sequence that I loved, and it got me thinking that if Genshin Impact were to turn into an anime, I gotta say, I would watch it. I would definitely watch it, and it feels like that is potentially what we could see in the future. I would be so excited to see all your favorite characters from Genshin join together in an anime to fight a common evil. I think would be super dope. But I mean, seriously, let me know what you guys think about this, like what you're most looking forward to. If an anime were to happen, who would you want to be the leading star or stars? That's something I'd be very interested to get your take on. Then finally, one of the things that really caught my eye was the potential of building your own domains that other people can play through. This was very cool, and something that I really wish wasn't tied to specifically, I think 2.5. As they mentioned, it looks like it's going to go away at some point, but man, imagine, similarly to the teacup, imagine if there was an area that you could customize, download or put into the game, where people can go and browse through their own concepts as well as other concepts. I mean, think it's basically Super Mario Maker 2 but in Genshin form. And I think, I don't know, for some reason that could be a lot of fun, where you could make your own kind of like domains that other people can go through. You can see how many people have completed it, how many people have failed it. Like, you could really make them kind of interesting. You could do races to see how fast people could finish them. There's a lot of content potential here, a lot of fun factor and replayability that I think could exist for people like myself that might be very creative and want to create these new interesting things for people to engage in. I think this would be so dope. So while it is a timed, I guess, event that's only going to happen for a little while and then it's going to go away, I really hope they reconsider and miHoYo potentially brings us back as a permanent staple in the series, because like I said, this is the kind of fun factor, the kind of creativity that Genshin needs. It needs something like this where you can go and create these new things that other people can engage in. Maybe they even go as far as creating co-op events, co-op domains that you have to do, and maybe certain puzzles that you would have to create and finish with the help of other players in the game. That would increase the value of co-op and so much more. So I hope that this is something that really I hope it's something that does very well, because I think if it does well, they could potentially bring it back, maybe keep it in the game. But that's just, that's something that I think was really cool about the 2.5 update. And lastly, of course, we got new weapons and things that will be coming in, a new catalyst. There was even a catalyst that was mentioned that will be earnable in game, that could do, that could go very well if you're looking for a new catalyst, for the many catalyst users that are in the game. But yeah, I think this one looks really cool. It looks very unique. I'm sure it'll probably go with, I'm not exactly sure who to go with. Will it go with Yamiko? I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea, but something that I'm very excited about. I always love when new weapons come into the game because I know that I'll never get them. But it's nice to dream. But anyway, guys, that's all for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the live stream overall. It's always nice to see new Genshin content coming into the game, more activities, more adventures, more events, more areas to explore and things to do in the game. If you're anything like me, you're really enjoying this game and hope that the content keeps rolling through and there's more stuff for us to do together and more ways to level up and all that kind of good stuff. But like I said, that's all for me. If you enjoyed the live stream, let me know what your favorite part was. What are you most excited about from the Genshin 2.5 update? Are you still grinding for 2.4 characters? Maybe you're still looking to try to get Zhongli before his banner runs out. Let me know what you're doing in the game right now, and I'll be looking for your comments. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Drop a like on this video if you did enjoy, as it very much helps out the channel. And until then, I hope you're safe. I hope you're doing well. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.